Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over. 13 game slate, massive slate. We have 7 plays we're looking at for today in the NHL. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, you can turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias here at Bets Earl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord chat if you want to join that. The link to that will be in the description of the video down below. We also have merch for the channel here. If you guys want to pick up a Earl Gaming or Earl Sports Bets, shirt, sweatshirts, phone cases, stickers, stuff like that. The link to that will be in the description of the video down below. And as always, leave your best bet for the NHL in the comments section below. Quick recap of yesterday, and we went 3-0. Good day yesterday. Washington catches for us a 2-1 win over the New York Rangers. Calgary, they hopped up to a 2-0 lead in the first period, and then early in the first period, it was 3-2 at the end of the first, and then Toronto tied it up, and then Calgary took the lead back 4-3. They get the win. And Vancouver knocks off Montreal here in overtime. And I believe that's 0-8 for the Canadiens. 0-9 for the Canadiens in overtimes and shootouts. I don't think it always seems amazing how they're able to blow every single overtime game they go into. So whenever Canadians go into overtime, live bet against them. We went 3-0 yesterday. We are now 150-129. In NHL, 53.8%. We are making some money this year in the NHL, and we're going to hope to keep that going with today's slate, which we're going to get right into because we have a lot of games to go over. And I got 7 plays to give to you guys. Starting it off with the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils, minus 154 for the Penguins, plus 139 for the Devils, over under of 5.5 goals. Slightly juiced to the over. Looking at this game, it's going to be Tristan Jarry, most likely, versus Scott Wedgwood. We don't know the status of Mackenzie Blackwood. He most likely, if he's out, is going to be Wedgwood in net. And for this game, we're going to start it off with a good old pass. I would lean towards the Penguins to get a revenge spot, but we also don't know Malkin's status as well. So that's going to be an interesting thing to look at, but I'm not going to have any action on this first game of the day because I just don't see a side or anything to bet for this one. The next game we're looking at is the Nashville Predators taking on the Florida Panthers, minus 201 for the Panthers, plus 180 for the Predators, over under of 6 goals. And this is one I really wanted to get action on, and I really wanted to bet the Panthers off of a loss versus this Nashville team. But the bookmakers are smart. They priced this way out of my range to even think about betting. It's going to be Tristan Jarry versus, I believe, Yusef Saros. I really wanted to bet the puck line for this one, but plus 108, I just don't see that as any value while laying a goal and a half. So that one's led to a pretty easy pass for me for this game. I'm not trying to get any action on this game whatsoever. So starting it off with 2 straight passes, and spoiler, this Colorado-Minnesota game is kind of the same. I lean towards Minnesota in this game, minus 173 for Colorado, plus 156 for Minnesota, over under at 5.5 goals. These two teams have gone pretty much back and forth this year, 3-2 Colorado in this series. 4 games have gone over the total, so I'll probably lean towards the over in this game, and I'll lean towards the Minnesota Wild to tie up the series 3-3 for the season series. At plus 156, that may be something I pull the trigger on a little bit later. You'll have to just follow me on Twitter at Nicholas_Earl to see if I end up betting that Minnesota game. I probably will lay off of it, but I'm tempted. But once again, for 3 games in, 3 passes. I just don't see much value on these early games. All right, our next game here, Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, minus 240 for the Lightning, plus 214 for the Blackhawks, over under 6 goals. And this is actually the first game we're going to get action on here. and it's not going to be on the side. We're looking at the total here. Chicago has gone over in 7 of their last 10 games, 2 of those being pushes as well. 7 overs, 1 under, 2 pushes. Tampa Bay's been playing to the over as well, 6 overs, 3 unders, 1 push. Kevin Lankinen versus Andrei Vasilevsky. Andrei Vasilevsky, I think, is one of the best goalies, or the best goalie in the NHL. If you guys disagree, I would love to know who you guys think is. He's 19-3-1 this season, 932 save percentage, 1.90 goals allowed per game. But these two teams play a lot of overs. They've played 3 overs so far this season out of their 6 games, with 3 overs, 2 unders, and 1 push. I like the over in this match, plus we're getting slight plus money. I think this can be a potential here to cash a nice plus money over bets. Next, we have the New York Islanders taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. We cashed on the Flyers in game number 1. And looking at this game, it is the Islanders at minus 129, plus 117 run back, over under 5.5 goals for this game. And this Flyers price is no longer good enough for me. I like that plus 130, plus 135 tag that we got in the first game. We're going to flip the switch here, and we're going to go with the Islanders in this second game here. The Isles are 12-1-2 at home this season. That last loss against the Flyers was the first time they lost at home in regulation. I don't see it happening again. We're going to go with the Islanders, minus 129 versus the Philadelphia Flyers. I think they get the bounce back here, and I think they get the win. Kiefer Bellows has looked good in replacing Anders Lee. We're going to see how that goes for now on. Next, we have the Calgary Flames taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Minus 162 for the Leafs, plus 146 for the Flames. Jacob Markstrom versus Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell is confirmed. And looking at this game, I want to go right back to the Flames here. I want to keep riding this team until they lose again. Since they've got their new head coach, I believe they're 4-1. They've been playing much better defense. They've been playing much better hockey. And this Calgary team looks pretty good right now. And they're trying to prove that they could be competitive with the top teams as well. Jacob Markstrom is a very talented goalie. Jack Campbell doesn't have terrible stats in his very limited play in 3 games. He's 3-0, 951 save percentage, 1.33 goals allowed per game. But I like the Flames in this matchup. I think they can get the win here. They've been playing much better. We've been getting pretty good defensive play from Calgary, and I think that will continue tonight as they get the win over the Toronto Maple Leafs and sweep that series. And maybe we get a little bit of panic mode in Toronto when they're starting to have teams catch up on them. Next, we have the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Minus 173 for the Canadiens, plus 156 for the Canucks. Over under 6 goals for this game. Carey Price is confirmed. Right, and then for right now, this game is a pass for me. It'll continue to be a pass if Braden Holtby is in net. If they announce Thatcher Demko is starting again, I'm going to take a stab at this plus 156 for the Vancouver Canucks. But because it's Braden Holtby right now, who is 4-6-1 with an 893 save percentage, allowing 3.56 goals allowed per game, I'm not interested in betting this Vancouver team with Braden Holtby in net. Thatcher Demko has been playing really well. Holtby, I don't know why he's even on the team anymore, it feels like. But this game's going to be a pass. Lean Canucks, bet Canucks if Demko is in net. But with the back-to-back, I don't think Demko is going to be in net tonight versus the Canadiens. Our next game here, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Minus 178 for the Hurricanes, plus 160 for the Blue Jackets. Over under of 5.5 goals. Last game these two teams played, the Jackets won 3-2 in overtime, and this is the Carolina revenge game at home. That was Carolina's first home regular. Oh no, they lost in overtime. Never mind. They're 10-1-2 at home this year, and I think they get the win here. Minus 178 is a little much. We are going with the puck line at plus 145. I think they get the job done. And this Carolina team is not a team that's going to lose to Columbus back-to-back games. It's just not going to happen. So we're taking the Hurricanes here, plus 145 on the puck line. Next game, we had the Dallas Stars and the Detroit Red Wings. Minus 190 for the Stars, plus 171 for the Red Wings. is going to be, I'm projecting Anton Khudobin, and Thomas Greiss is going to be in net for the Red Wings. Jonathan Bernier is hurt right now. We don't know the status on him. And Thomas Greiss will be the number one goaltender for now, which will keep me completely off of Detroit. He's 2-11 and fourth and 883 save percentage, allowing 3.46 goals allowed per game. And if it was Jonathan Bernier, I would really like Detroit in this matchup, or getting back-to-back wins versus this Dallas Stars team. But this game is going to be a pass for me. Dallas' price is way too high. Plus, minus 190 for Dallas versus anyone right now is entirely too high of a price. So overall, we're going to be passing on this game. It's a total of 5, which is interesting. I think that'll probably be a push. I would lean towards maybe betting the over. But no action on the Dallas Stars taking on the Detroit Red Wings. We now head to our next game, which is the Rangers and the Capitals. Minus 138 for the Capitals, plus 125 for the Rangers. Over under of 6 goals. I believe it's going to be Keith Kincaid taking on Ilya Samsonov in net today. And Washington knocked off this Rangers team yesterday 2-1. They were down 2-0, and they scored 2 goals unanswered to win the game. And looking at this game, it's gonna be another pass for me. I just don't see too much value in this. I like the Washington side a little bit. Minus 138 is I think priced a little bit too much per se. I don't want to lay basically minus 140 on the Capitals versus the Rangers, even though the Capitals have been playing really, really well. 9-1 in their last 10 games. This is a New York Rangers team where I could see a revenge spot here, so I'm going to pass here. It would probably be a dog or pass maybe for this game. Actually, I'd lean more towards the Capitals, but as you can see, I'm not betting this game. We do have action on these last 3 games, though, so there's not going to be any more passing the rest of this time. We have the Arizona Coyotes taking on the Anaheim Ducks, minus 124 for the Coyotes, plus 112 for the Ducks. John Gibson is hurt, so it's going to be Ryan Miller versus Aiden Hill. Most likely, those are not confirmed. But looking at this game, this is going to be kind of a last chance for Arizona. If they lose this game, they're probably going to be a team I write off for the rest of the year as a fade. They lost 3-2 in overtime the other night versus the same Anaheim Ducks team. And I'm not a fan of this. I want to support this Arizona Coyotes team versus a really, really bad Anaheim team. We're going to bet them minus 124. If they win, cool. If not, this is probably the last time I'll bet them for a while. They'll be put on my fade list. But we're going with the Coyotes here to get a win. I think they can beat up on Ryan Miller tonight, and I'd be able to score enough to get them a win. Our next game is the St. Louis Blues and the San Jose Sharks. Minus 141 for the Blues, plus 128 for the Sharks. Over under of 6 goals. My projection is Devon Dubnyk is confirmed. And seeing that it's a back-to-back, I think it's going to be Ville Husso for the St. Louis Blues. And looking at this game, I see a nice little revenge spot for San Jose here. They lost in a shootout yesterday. They played competitively versus the St. Louis team. So we're going to be taking them at the plus price tag here to get a revenge win and knock off the St. Louis Blues team. I think the Sharks team always plays the St. Louis team tough, and I like the Sharkies tonight versus the Blues. So give me them plus 128 as a nice price tag, and I like the Sharks in this game. Which brings us to our last game of the night. We have the Edmonton Oilers hosting the Winnipeg Jets, minus 127 for the Oilers, plus 115 for the Jets. And if you guys saw my last video with where these two teams played, it was actually 2 days ago. I said I was going to sit back and see what happens in this game, and then turn around and bet the opposite team in the next game, which Edmonton won the first matchup. So we're going to be betting Winnipeg today. And another thing is, off of a regulation loss, they have not lost back-to-back regulation losses here. Winnipeg is a team that they're very consistent. They're a very talented team, and they're a very good team. I like Connor Hellebuck in net. He's 13-8-2 with a 9-11 save percentage, 2.82 goals allowed per game. He's going to be going up against Mike Smith, which this is going to be a good goalie matchup. Another angle you got, if you guys want to play an angle where I could feel like you're going to guarantee yourself some type of money, you can look at the three-way line and bet both these teams at plus money. And the only reason why I say that that's almost a guaranteed profit is if you look at the Edmonton Oilers this year, out of 33 games they've played, only one has gone to overtime. So if you want to bet both these teams in regulation, you can get plus 110 on the Oilers and plus 180 on the Jets. Root for the Jets for more profit, but you can kind of guarantee yourself a little bit of money there if you bet both teams on the three-way line in regulation and no overtime. But we are going with the Jets here plus 115 versus the Edmonton Oilers. All right, quick little recap of what we got for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We're going with the Chicago Blackhawks over Chicago Blackhawks and the Tampa Bay Lightning over the 6 total. We're going with the Flames plus 146 versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going with the puck line of the Carolina Hurricanes at plus 145. We're going with the Arizona Coyotes minus 124 versus the Anaheim Ducks. San Jose Sharks over the St. Louis Blues plus 128, and the Winnipeg Jets at plus 115. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already, and turn on notifications, push notifications to be notified each and every time we come out with a video here at NHL Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.